Tom Rioch, promoting successful business experts, connecting people throughout the world from my podcast studio in Brazil. Joining us today from Austin, Texas, Neena Perez, transformational coach, author, speaker, and podcast host, helping women transition into entrepreneurship. So, Neena, why do many women struggle with turning their wisdom into wealth?
There are so many answers to that question, but the most I see is the overthinking and perfectionism. They get stuck in analysis paralysis. They wait for the perfect time, the perfect plan, the perfect situation, the perfect everything. And that perfect time never happens, right? It's like me wanting to go lose some weight, and then I go to the gym and I don't go anymore because I get stuck in the process, right? So the truth is that, that's one of the biggest things with women is we overthink things and we try to make things perfect. That's one of them. There's several. So
Well, is
marketing and visibility
perfectionism? Is that part of the female culture? That you want to be
I
your
think
best
so.
always, be your best.
Yeah,
We
yeah,
hear
I think
that.
so. I think so. And you work like this in many facets of your life. In your home, you want to be the best parent if you're a parent. You want to be the best wife. You want to be the best friend. You want to be the best daughter, the best whatever. And I think that's just something that happens where we try to be perfect. And maybe that's our upbringing. It could be so many different reasons, but we
Right.
need to get unstuck and we need to stop overthinking things and just do it and fail, because failure is feedback. So
And be
let's
authentic, because we are
yeah,
who we are. To keep
exactly.
working and trying to be thinner if you can't, and just be happy with who you are.
Exactly. Exactly. And if you could work at something 1% at a time. Just work at it 1% at a time, one moment at a time, one step at a time. It's literally baby steps. But I don't know why we have this microwave mentality where we just think that, now we're going to start our own businesses and stuff, and we're just going to be off to the races. You weren't like that in your career. You
Hmm.
weren't like that in relationships. You
Right.
weren't like that in parenting. I don't understand why we think we have to be that way when we're turning our wisdom into
Well,
wealth.
you probably found that out yourself when you started Neena Betty's,
Heck
right?
yeah. Yeah, I did. That's why I said there's so many answers to that question, because overthinking and perfectionism is one of the biggest ones that come up.
Hmm.
And there's visibility, of course, there's mindset blocks, there's a lot of other things,
Hmm.
but that perfectionism or that analysis paralysis where you're trying to really analyze how you're going to do this thing and you just stay stuck. You just don't go anywhere.
So you help women obviously put all of that in order, because there may be many things that are making you stuck. But you try to prioritize that, because I see on your site you say, ladies, there is a better way. So you help each of those find the way that may be unique to them.
Absolutely. We really go deep into why you're getting stuck, what's going on here, how do we transcend that? And then I actually help them from concept to launch. So I help them from the concept of the idea of coming out with their coaching business to actually launching them off with marketing automation and everything else. So they have a full year with me where we go through the entire process of what it means to build this business for real, authentically.
So that's time to learn, time to know.
Exactly.
Now, do you
Exactly.
work individually, or do you also work in groups?
I work both. I do a hybrid model. So I work as a group from all the women, and then they also have access to me on one-on-one so we can talk about their business specifically. So I do a hybrid.
Now, do you create these groups from, let's say, maybe issues that each have that may be common, or is there another way of putting people together?
The groups are all aligned. They're all wanting to start their own coaching businesses. So they're all there for the clarity to get through some fears, some strategies. We talk about like we just did goal setting yesterday for 2025. And then we break off into one-on-ones if they need me for something more specific.
And another thing I see here that I think is probably the most relevant, it's time to change your life. And that's sort of like every day.
Absolutely. I think it's time, I think we also have to think about what's right for us.
Hmm.
One of the things that we have found with a big social media boom is that we're trying to live our lives looking at other people live theirs. And we should really be sitting and thinking about what it is that we like, we want to do. One of the things I realize is my life has gone by very, very fast, and
Ah,
I don't want to keep wasting it trying to live vicariously through somebody else's life. I want to live mine.
And our life actually starts, when we get up in the morning. 'Cause another day is another whole life.
And it's a blessing, right? Because
It
a lot of
is.
people made plans to be today and aren't here. So it is a blessing.
No, I agree. And what I say and keep saying is we only get one day at a time. We don't get tomorrow. We could
I say
have
that all the
tomorrow,
time.
but we will find that out tomorrow.
Or not.
Or not. No, or not.
Right. That's so true. And
So
I
really
say
the
that all
thing
time.
is not to wait around to get started, is to start, to do
Just start.
something.
Just start.
And for women, and not only women, everybody specifically, just take the step, take the first step of wanting to change.
Well, give yourself permission to be embarrassed. Give yourself permission to fail, and learn to be less embarrassed. It doesn't matter. Just learn to be less embarrassed, and then you'll be fine. We just always are worried about what people are going to think, say, or do.
Right.
And the truth is it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're sleeping with you. You're waking up with you. Figure out what it is that you want to do, and just freaking do it. Just
And what
do
makes
it.
you happy?
Exactly.
So many times we're
Exactly.
doing things that really don't make us happy.
Right, because we think it's the thing to do,
Right.
right? It's the trend, it's the video, it's the whatever to do. So I'm going to do that, and you're not even happy doing that. How long is that going to be sustainable?
So how can our
Not
listeners
long.
find you?
Oh, there's several ways, but anywhere. My website is neenaperez.com. It's NEENAPEREZ.com, and you can find me there. But you can find me anywhere on any social media. I'm omnipresent.
Okay. I've also seen you on LinkedIn and TikTok. You seem to be very active.
Yeah, I'm just getting into TikTok actually, and it seems to be, people are liking the videos and the motivation and the inspiration and the tips. So yeah, it's going really well. So it's all under Straight Talk, No Sugar Added, or Neena Perez.
So repeat that.
Straight Talk, No Sugar Added. That's my
Straight talk,
podcast.
no sugar added.
Yeah,
And that's the podcast.
that's the podcast and the business. So you'll find me everywhere with those two things. My
Oh, but
name or Straight Talk.
no sugar, but you're still sweet, right?
That's right. If you like it.
I feel like. So Neena, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me, Tom. I appreciate it.
Again, for our listeners, it's Neena Perez, and as she said, Neena, the last name Perez. Find her at neenaperez.com, LinkedIn, and TikTok. Cafe Networking is brought to us by Focus MI Market Intelligence, an agricultural market research specialist in Brazil. More information at their site, focusmi.com. Thanks for listening to Cafe Networking Podcast. Talk to Tom, talk to the world.